Welcome Sagittarius, Capricorn, to your in-month reading for March. Hope your friends are doing great out there. Welcome back all subscribers. Anyone new to my channel, welcome. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends. Hope your March has gone great. Let's see what's going on with you. And the end of the month. Sagittarius, Capricorn, please. Sagittarius, Capricorn. Best message for Sag Cap, please. King of Scrolls upside down. Excuse me, what are you doing over here? Let's see what's going on. Could be this person. But that is a fire card, so I'm thinking it is yourself. Unless you're dealing with another fire, right? But the King of Scrolls in reverse is really talking about the separation that you had. It could have been done to overthinking a situation. So whatever separation you had from maybe another person was too much, just too much thinking. Could be a loss of a friend, a coworker, or even a love relationship. Something that has to do with overthinking. Maybe you felt they were too analytical, right? Maybe they think too much. It drove you crazy, right? Like, you think too much. We just can't get along. Not enough fun, too much thinking. But it does feel like you actually were overthinking a situation. Maybe you decided that, you didn't want this or the other, whatever the loss was. And it was due to you overthinking the situation. Could have even been a missed opportunity due to thinking about it and not taking enough action fast enough. So, clarifying on the King of Swords in reverse, please. Yeah, prosperity begins. It feels like wherever this prosperity was supposed to begin, it's either a missed opportunity or you lost it. Let's see what's going on. Getting straight into the situation. The situation's taking place in the present, the recent past, and the near future. And the recent past could be a day ago, a week ago, a month ago, 10 minutes before you watch this video. Okay, so in the present, you have the balance, which could be a legal situation. Doesn't have to be, but it definitely could be. Move them down just a little. There we go. In the recent past, you had the Akashic Field. And in the near future, you do have the One of Roses, which is the commitment. So you have the Akashic Field. We're going here first. Oops, too high. Okay, so let's figure out what's going on in the past that got you to over here. Why were you overthinking things? What are you doing, right? Trying to figure out one thing that ended up either me not moving and fence setting due to thinking, or, okay, or just straight up just got confused, decided I didn't want this relationship anymore. Maybe they had a past that I didn't want to deal with. If you got out of another commitment once before and they still had the same kind of energy, or you figured out that they had the same kind of energy, then you didn't want to be there anymore with the Akashic Field, because the field is talking about what? The forces, the energy. So I am feeling like for some of you, you might have been in a commitment or had a commitment that you got out of because you started figuring out things about this person that you realized, oh my gosh, your energy, your patterns, things about you are the same as what I got out of not too long ago. I do not want that type of person, right? Maybe they're too promiscuous and you had already gotten out of a promiscuous situation. Maybe they're too analytical, and I don't want somebody so analytical. I want to just be free. I don't need to overthink everything. I don't want you overthinking everything. Take it how it resonates, right? Which then got you overthinking. But yeah, it's this energy that you are feeling, you guys, has everything to do with this situation. It kind of feels like it's the same kind of energy you ran into before, and you're looking for a different kind of energy. You're looking for an energy field that, you know, is amazing and it feels different and opens doors. And maybe you don't feel like this person can open doors with you. Maybe they're not on the same track as you. Right? Maybe the situation that you're experiencing, you know, maybe it's too much of a pursuit, like a hot pursuit. I have to chase you. I don't want to chase you. You know, either come to me and we have a relationship, but I'm not going to chase you down. You want heartfelt desires, and this person, maybe they're like the mouse and cat and mouse game over here, and you're like, you know, I don't want to do this. Maybe you even got out of a relationship like that as well. I'm not going to chase you down. Either you're going to come to me, open up, or I'm out. Because the Akashic field is saying energy. I want the same kind, you know, I want the energy that I want. So let's see what's going on. And you want where the prosperity begins. Remember, that's the overall card for the whole reading, is the prosperity beginning. I want a place where I can feel like the fruit is growing. If I'm chasing you all over the place, that fruit is not growing. Or you want a job, right, that gives you the opportunity, you know, not some just job that's always the same. So I want to change this to a job that I know I can work up a ladder, right? I know that I can go from worker to, you know, assistant manager to, you know, general manager, however it is, right? And you can work up somewhere. You're just stuck somewhere where they never allow you to work. Yeah, this is, however this is, the Two of Wands just came out, and it feels like no matter what it is, it's immature. You do not want a person who's immature. Maybe they're too immature and you're thinking about this and you're like, they're too immature. I wanted you to grow, or I was looking for someone more mature, or this job is too immature, meaning it doesn't have the roadways to grow. So there's no growth, there's no prosperity in this situation. You're looking for something with a lot of energy. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Yeah, you want something that's more loyal to you. Some of you may feel, like I said before, like you're dating someone. It could be a Sagittarius, Leo, or a Aries. This is an Aries Sag card. But you might be feeling like it could be definitely Aries over here, or it could be anybody. But however it is, I have Aries twice, so that's why I was thinking it might be Aries. You want someone who's more mature, ready to do the things that you want to do if this is a love relationship. You want someone to grow with you, and you just may feel they're too immature. Maybe they don't have enough analytical thinking. Maybe they don't have any common sense. Maybe, you know, however it is, and you're figuring this out, or they're the same as the last that you already had, and you done with that. Seven of Swords, you don't want to steal anything from yourself. You're not going to blindside yourself this time. You're not stealing from yourself. It's almost like you've learned from this and you've grown that you know, I'm not going to allow this to happen again. So it does feel, Sag Caps, like whatever's going on, it feels like the universe might be testing you again with the same type of person in the past, or the same kind of opportunity, job, whatever it is, and you've grown. And you're saying you're not going to allow it to thieve your happiness. So it might have been a loss to let go of this person. But maybe in the end, you don't, you know, it kind of hurt because you did like the person, but you knew this was the best judgment call for yourself. Hey, you know what? We did have a lot in common. We did have a lot of things. Look, we did. Page of Cups. We had a lot of things. But this is not where, yeah, this had to end. This is not where I want my world to be. You might have even enjoyed the job. The person, the situation, there could have been, you know, a lot of good things. Maybe they were really fun, but in the end, it just wasn't something for you. You need to balance out the situation. So taking an ending to this, feeling like you have a loss, Maybe you put a lot into it within the last couple of months, and then you've come to the realization it ain't gonna work. With the Seven of Forces over here with the balance, it's something that needs to be balanced. You need to keep yourself balanced so your prosperity can begin. You need to keep that King of Scrolls going, right? You need to turn that around so you don't have any blockage. You want to turn that around so that you know where you're going. Okay, you don't want any more confusion, but yet you do have confusion. You're having a little bit of confusion. You are a little blocked. You need to get out of that though, right? And maybe it's a little bit of confusion about this love because you can't understand how in the world did I get in the same situation twice? Because I do feel like for a lot of you, this is a repeat. It's probably a universal test to see if you learned something from the past. For some of you anyways, let's see. With the Seven of Forces, it's just finding that balance within yourself, knowing exactly what you want and going for what you want. You have to confront this situation, right? You have to confront it and have the understanding of what's going to come to light. Remembering that your energy projection is up to you. So continue to be aware of your thoughts and actions, and inner balance now leads to the beautiful destiny tomorrow. So take heart at the sight of the golden light that washes over the scene, a sign that all issues will come to light and it's beneficial and just resolution is coming your way. So don't take it as a death. Don't take it too hard. Don't take it as confusion to why this happened. I found a beautiful person. Why? Why all of a sudden did they turn into this really immature person? How come I don't see growth within them? How come they never wanted to grow? However the Two of Wands is, right? However that is, or why is it the same? How did it end up the same way? Don't confuse yourself with those things, or confuse yourself of thinking that there could not be something else. Get yourself balanced to have an understanding, you know? Yeah, because if you're not perceiving things right with the High Priestess, then you're going to always have this problem. Things are always going to be hidden from you. So don't allow it to be hidden. You know, open yourself up to have the understanding that there are beautiful things coming your way and you actually did a good job. Don't beat yourself up on it and going, I don't understand why this has to happen again. No. Take it as that was a loss. You know, I do feel it's more a test. If I throw this back at you, Sag Cap, will you do the right thing? Or are you going to redo it all over again? Okay. Look, if you're playing golf and you get a mulligan, do it again. Are you going to do it again the same exact way? Or are you going to actually hit the ball differently this time, right? So it was almost like they're playing mulligan with you. You messed it up, mulligan. I'm going to go ahead and throw this one back at you again. Now, what are you going to do with this one? Are you going to do the same exact thing? Or are you going to figure it out and move away? Well, you figured it out. You moved away. Okay? But now you're being rough on yourself. No. Take it as, man, put yourself in the High Priestess and say, man, I did good. I did good. I used intelligence on that one. I used my foresight. I was great on that. Don't see it as your shortcomings. Okay? Don't see it as a shortcoming. It's not a shortcoming. You did the right thing. Because that's not going to be where your prosperity begins. Yeah, because you might be keeping yourself some of you might be keeping yourself in the Four of Cups. Yeah, that's what that shortcoming is always keeping, kind of thinking, wow, nothing's going to go my way. I'm never going to find my passion. I'm never going to find my passion. I'm never going to find Mr. or Mrs. Right or the right job or something I'm passionate about. Don't think that way. It was a shortcoming and you passed it. You definitely passed it. Look, you learned with the Page of Swords. You actually learned. You learned, so allow yourself to know that you did learn. Queen of Cups, see, now you learned, and you know what you want out of a relationship or out of a job, and you know what you love and what you deserve, what you desire, and what you adore. So therefore, you can only imagine that, yeah, there could have been some self-sacrifices taken within the last relationship, last job, whatever it was in the past, but you know what? You had the strength and carried on. So continue with your strength. Don't allow it to sword you, to think that there's nothing more that you can really look at, right? Or that you might always have shortcomings. Nope, see it as a grand opportunity to say, I learned, I get to move forward with the Temperance. Nice. So yeah, the Temperance is looking at you saying, oh, I see what you've done. Now you have to wait for the perfect timing. Continue to keep learning. So that way now you have the commitment over here. You have commitments that you want. You are committed to the things you want to be committed to. So don't worry about the shortcomings. You know what you want. So be committed to the things you really want. And the universe knows what your commitments are. This was not it. That was shortcomings for you. Yes, you have dreams. You have dreams and things that you want, things that you're committed to and desire. You need to go after those things. If these things don't serve you, don't worry about it. Just think of it as, you know what? I'm just on a path. I'm on this journey. I run into people. Hey, we have some things in common, but no, you know what? You're not the kind I want to marry because you're not mature enough in the areas I'm mature enough in. No, this job was cool and you guys are really cool. Thanks a lot. You know, and you continue on your journey. It's kind of like Alice in Wonderland. Because no matter what, you're trying to get to that white rabbit. The white rabbit has it all. But you're going to run into the Mad Hatter. You're going to run into the silly mouse. You're going to run into, you know, Tweedledee and Tweedledum for sure. I'll tell you that. You'll run into them more so than you're going to run into anybody. But, you know, and the Mad Hatter. I think between those three characters, I think you'll run into them more than anybody. But, you know, such is life, right? But just so keep yourself out of nightmares and keeping yourself back, because you have to just remember this life is a journey. You know, and even when the disappointments happen and it sucks and it's this and that, you can always look back and be like, yeah, you know, I ran into this really immature, you know, person, but see it as a learning adventure as you see it with this. And see these things as just all, you know, as time goes by, you'll be able to see them as, yeah, I ran into Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Man, they were a lot of fun, but boy, for the sense and sensibilities, they didn't really have much, right? They're just a good time. Oh boy. So yeah, don't allow yourself to have interconflict. Keep going for your commitments and the things that really, you know, make you happy with the Ace of Cups. And in the near future, I do see the King of Swords coming in for you. And I really do like that a lot, because that's going to show how you're thinking now again on a different level, trying to get to your Ace of Cups and trying to keep yourself away from, you know, that type of energy. But yeah. And, you know, you could even run into a beautiful Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra. This is an Aquarian card for me. So you could be definitely, you know, running into something or someone who has, you know, more profession. They're more mature. They're very determined to do the things that you want to do with the Ace of Cups, right? And of course, no matter what, they're going to be analytical. So be careful with that, right? If you don't like analytical people. But no, they actually, it's a good thing, because with it coming up with the Ace of Cups, it's actually showing the power and you actually enforcing, right? Enforcing your commitments and taking the justice for yourself to get to where your prosperity begins, and finding the person that's really good for you and not just settling. Because really this energy is like, universe is like, so you really have all these great commitments, huh, Sag Cap? Would you like to settle for this again? And then you're like, no, world upside down, I'm getting out. Because you don't want to. Okay, so let's see what's going on. No, you go where you need to be. But remember, you're always going to meet jokers around the way, okay? There's always going to be certain people on the journey. Can't get away from that. You live in a planet full of people. Okay, some of you, there could be some sensitivity going on within this too. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. Do not allow this to give you any kind of, I see that here, with that and the Four of Cups. Yeah, don't allow this situation to make you too sensitive to where it keeps you away from the commitments that you need, okay? You know, the sensitivity is just, you know, and if you're empathic, do not take on that energy. Okay, you throw that energy away. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career paths. And this is very important because that's that commitment. Keep the commitment to yourself and with energy healing. Okay? And just trust that, you know where you want. You're going for your heart's desire, and you're protected. Whoa. Okay, so you just keep going where you need to be. Okay? And that was it for you, my friends. And until next time, peace and love. Bye.